Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mrs. Freckles and I talk about lifestyle and fitness and everything in between. And if you're returning, welcome back and thank you so much for rocking with me. I know I've been missing in action for a little while, but I'm back stronger than ever. Definitely got a bunch of videos coming up. Gonna be doing weekly meal prep videos as well as weekly weight loss check-ins with you guys. So I'm back. If you haven't already watched my weekly vlog, weight loss week number 1, go ahead and check it out because it talks about where I've been, what's been going on, and also how I'm getting back on track. If you haven't already, subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. What you waiting for? And also like and comment down below if you're interested in the macros or nutrients of any of the meals that I'm going to be preparing this week. So what's on the menu this week? We got egg muffins with potatoes for breakfast / lunch. As you know, I'm doing intermittent fasting, so I only eat pretty much 2 meals and snacks. I'm also drinking a gallon of water. And for dinner, we're going to do turkey meatballs as well as Brussels sprouts. So that's what's on the menu for this week. The snacks are going to look like something like yogurt and granola, maybe a protein shake or something like that. Something that's probably high in protein and low in calories. That's the plan. So if you're interested and you watch this long, come along so you can go ahead and see the meals. All right? All right, y'all. First up is brunch. We have an egg muffins and potatoes. First things first, go ahead and get your skillet started and put some olive oil in it to your liking of how much. Then we're gonna add the peppers, onions, and blend. You can chop it up yourself or you can get it frozen. I just used what I had, so I didn't actually measure it. And honestly, vegetables don't have much calories. We're gonna add some mushrooms. Go ahead and chop up about maybe a couple of handfuls of mushrooms if you like it. If you don't, you really can put whatever you want inside of it. So I'm going to chop those up to little bite sizes. And then I'm going to eventually go ahead and add it into that skillet. Just chop it up to your liking. If you like it miniature, if you like them whole, you can put them in that way as well. Make sure you wash them first. Now we're gonna go ahead and add it to the skillet. Add all of those in there. Go ahead and mix that in. We're gonna saute them for a little while. Probably like a few minutes. And we're gonna go ahead and add some seasoning. I'm all about spices. So we got some seasoning salt, garlic powder, and onion powder. And then lastly, some black pepper. Be light on the seasoning salt, but the rest you can add as much as you want. Then go ahead and mix that in and let it saute for a little while. Now we're gonna have some spinach to add in there. First, gotta go ahead and wash it. Make sure there's no little critters or bugs or anything on there. So go ahead and wash that and get it clean real good. I put mine in a calendar so that the water can just go ahead and drain out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add it right into that mix on the stove. Mix that in and let that saute until the spinach is wilted and cooked down. While that's cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and crack my eggs. I cracked about 14 eggs. I have the large size eggs. Gonna add some spices, seasoning salt, one of my faves, black pepper, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go light on the seasonings. I know it looks like a lot right now, but it really wasn't. It's very light because I already seasoned my vegetables. Pull out your muffin pan. I'm gonna spray it down with some coconut oil. I put in as much as I want, and then I'm gonna fill up the cups with that egg mixture. It made about, I think this is a 24 muffin pan, and I think it made 22. So now we're gonna go ahead and put in that mix. It has simmered down, and so we're gonna add it into each one. I ended up not having as much as I liked, so some are missing. We're gonna add some cheese. I add whatever cheese you have in the house. I had some Parmesan cheese. I'm just gonna sprinkle that on top. Didn't really measure it out, but it did come out to be about a cup. Then I also had some sliced cheese because I love the taste of American cheese when it's melted. It's probably not the best cheese for you, but it was what I had, so I added that. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the potatoes. Just go ahead and chop those up. We're gonna do them in slices. I would say about a 1/4 inch thick. And then just dice all of those up. I had a little bag of the yellow Dutch potatoes. Put that in a bowl because we're going to season them. We're gonna season, first put some olive oil. I used about, let's see, I think 3 or 4 tablespoons of olive oil. That's gonna help the seasoning stick. Then we're gonna go in with some onion powder. You can be heavy-handed because it doesn't have sodium in it. Garlic, Italian seasoning, and then we're gonna finish off, and then we're gonna have some black pepper and finish off with some seasoning salt. Now this is the only one that you wanna be not heavy-handed with because as we know, sodium, we wanna be careful with that. But the rest of them, if you like seasoning like me, go ahead and add it. Now let's mix and put this all. We're gonna go ahead and put it inside of the air fryer. I set my air fryer, I think the temperature was to 350, and they're gonna cook for about 20 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and add that in. And then allow them to cook for about 20 minutes in the air fryer, depending on which one you have. Read your manual. All right, they're almost done. As you can see, they're not dry, but they are crisping a little bit. Next, we got Leonard turkey meatballs with Brussels sprouts. Starting off, we're gonna go ahead and prep the meatballs. We're gonna start with 2 packages of the larger pack of ground turkey. Gonna season it, it's favorites, seasoning salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and pepper. And then we're gonna add in a little bit of some additional ingredients as well. All right, we're gonna add in some Worcester sauce. Pretty much about 2, 3, 4 splashes of that. I know that first one was just 1 splash, but it was pretty much about 2 servings in there. And then we're gonna add breadcrumbs, some eggs. I added in about 4 eggs. And then we're gonna mix this up. Now if you got gloves, I would suggest using gloves, but I didn't have any. So go ahead and mix this all up. Make sure it's mixed in very well. And because you wanna look at the texture, if it's thin, add more breadcrumbs. Now we're gonna line a pan with some foil and spray it down with some type of non-stick spray. I use coconut oil and roll the meatballs into a ball. Gonna space them out because they will have like the juices that come out of it. So I kind of space them out. And now we're gonna go into our Brussels sprouts. I go ahead and cut off the ends because I don't like those for sauteing, and then I cut them in half. I used the large bag from Costco. Actually, I think it was about 2 bags because you can have an abundance of vegetables, the other stuff that are heavy in calories. So we're gonna chop those all up. Once they're all chopped up, we're gonna season them. Seasoning salt, and then for this one, just seasoning salt and black pepper. As you can see, those are my staples. I use seasoning salt as the majority of the time, and then it's usually sometimes I add pepper, sometimes it's just seasoning salt and garlic and onion. And then we're gonna mix these all up. Make sure each of them is good and coated with the spices. Pay attention. If it looks a little light, add a little bit more, but just be mindful and careful with that seasoning salt. They're gonna go into a pan that you put in some like some type of butter or a butter substitute with garlic. Saute them, and they're gonna saute for about 20 minutes. And then voila, we are gonna have the final product. Here is our meal prep for the week. I added a little bit of rice with my meatballs because I feel like I could add more calories. All right, so I hope you enjoyed. All right, you guys, that concludes my meal prep. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe. What are you waiting for? And like this video. And if you want the macros, once again, leave me a comment down below. If you want the recipes, leave me a comment down below. And if you just want to say hello, I appreciate all comments. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.